I dream of it, amongst the wild threads of history and the myriad of paths. My path saw the Imperium rise from the ashes left in the wake of the Great Revolt. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of the human mind. With that commandment, new avenues of human potential were explored. Mentats, Suk Doctors, Sword Masters, and the mystical Bene Gesserit Sisterhood. But it was the navigators and their monopoly on space travel that set the conditions for the Imperium. But I am telling you of the universe you already know. Let me describe the one you do not. In this other universe, my mother, Lady Jessica, consort to Duke Leto Atreides, gave birth to a daughter, a girl they named Ariste. Because of her obedience to the Bene Gesserit, Lady Jessica is trained as a truth-sayer. Because of that training, Lady Jessica was able to detect Dr. Yue's deception. Because of the forewarning of his betrayal, House Atreides survived the Battle of Arrakeen. Because of their survival, the Emperor declared a full-scale war of assassins. Because of the war, the Sardaukar were deployed to ensure spice shipments continued without interruption. Because of the Sardaukar, the Fremen were eradicated. There was no Muad'Dib, no Lisan al-Gaib, no Kwisatz Haderach. I see a universe where I, Paul Atreides, was never born. All my visions lead to horror, except this one. This one leads to you.
Nossa, mas já tá assim. Tem um pouco. Não, assim tá melhor, né? Esse aqui vai ser. Ah. Eu tava com duas armas, não sabia. Vamos lá, tentar achar a bagaça lá. Assim tá melhor, né? Fazer o quê?
Welcome back. If you're eager for work, I have just the thing. Let's see what you brought me. My sense of humor has dried up under the Arrakis sun. Let's see what you brought me. My sense of humor has dried...
Still alive? Well done. It's a good look on you. Your presumption. But I suspect you'll choke the machine. You again?
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my ears. Where do you want to... The basin is a pretty big place. Could you narrow it down? Most folks try to stay clear of slaver gangs, but... Alright, suit yourself.
Cadê meu dinheiro? Preciso pegar dinheiro. Preciso dos dólares. Onde é mesmo? Eu deixei o dinheiro. Um pouquinho. Ah! Oba, bom.
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my ears. The basin is a pretty big place. Most folks try to avoid these.
Do you have business with me or house, sir? I have no time for idle chatter.
Welcome back.
You have returned, Offwelder.
Still hanging around, are you?
Já achou o oitavo aqui já? Tô procurando o paredão do oitavo. Oitavo teste. Ikitaibi, Kataibi, Kataba. Ah, beleza. Eu sei que é pra lá. Falou! Falou! Vamos pro microfone. Oh. Tem que... Onde que eu tô? Pra lá. Aqui. Não sei se é desse lado, né? Eu consigo subir aqui, ó. Aí eu... Tá aí. medo de passar. Caminho ali. Aquele tocinho é melhor por causa disso. Dá pra pausar ele mais um pouquinho, né? Subir.
Você já presenciou uma cena da Carol? Se chamando ela, o menino do...
Não, ainda não. Não.
Aí, a Carol, olha o menino, tá me chamando. Não? Assim, mamãe, escuta. O menino do lado. Ela, ele começa a falar alguma coisa que eu não entendi nada, só eles entendem, né? Aí o tio dele vai acabar.
Sim. Ainda não tinha visto não. Ó, filha, não pode, filha. Aproveitar e pegar o som. Ah, tá longe pra caralho. Parada lá no alto. Fiz uma base aqui, olha o espaço aqui. Base, ó, era um base mesmo. seguir isso aqui. Corta o caminho. No mesmo lugar que eu fui? Não, agora é o lugar certo. Eu tô indo no lugar. Aí, tô vendo no lugar errado.
We are the people of Misr. We have known flight and death. The young go on that our people shall not die. Where did our flight begin? You have failed the proving, young Wali. Return to your seat and tell your naib of your shame. We are the people of Misr. We have known flight and death. We grew soft, Wali. So God brought us the weight of kindness to prepare for the typhoon. Name the planet where we lost our way. You have failed the proving, young Wali. We are the people of Misr. We have known. We grew soft, Wali. So God brought us the weight of kindness to prepare for the typhoon. You have failed the... We are the people. We grew soft, Wali. On our wanderings, we came to a planet devoid of gods, where war was constant and violence was religion. Have you learned its name? We remember the slave cribs where we were held, weeded out, persecuted. Do you remember too, Wali? You have failed the proving, young Wali.
Hey.
We are the people of Misr. We grew soft, Wali. Wanderings. We came to a planet devoid of gods, where war was constant. We remember the slave cribs where we were held, weeded out, persecuted. Do you? You have failed the... We are the people of Misr. We grew soft, Wali. On our wanderings, we came to a planet. We remember the slave crib. The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. One of the cursed planets was a blessing for our Sayadina. You have failed. We are the people of Misr. We grew soft, Wali. On our wanderings, we remember the slave cribs where we were held, weeded out, persecuted. Do you remember too? The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. One of the cursed planets was a blessing. You have failed the proof. We are the people of Misr. We grew soft, Wali. So on our wanderings, we remember the slave cribs where we were held. The thread of the past was carried by word until we found so many planets across so many centuries. Our people broke apart, split, reformed. Some planets we barely remember at all. You have failed the proving, young. We are the people. We grew soft, Wali. So God, on our wanderings, we remember the slave crib. The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. So many planets across so many centuries. Our people broke apart. You have failed the...
no. Era o último.
We are the people of Mist. We grew soft, Wali. On our wanderings, we remember the slave cribs. The thread of the past was carried by word. So many planets across so many. A long journey, young Wali. But we are almost home. Just one last place of suffering, where our children were taken and made slaves. You have failed the proving, young. We are the people. We grew soft, Wally. On our wanderings, we came to. We remember the slave cribs where we. The thread of the past was carried by word. And so many planets, across so many centuries. Our people broke apart. A long journey, young Wally. But we are almost. You have failed the proof.
Ah, não pode. É tudo brincadeira. Era o último.
We are the people of. We grew soft, Wally. On our wanderings, we remember the slave. The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. You have failed.
Sabia que eu dava. Esqueci. Era o primeiro.
We are the people of Misr. We grew soft, Wally. On our wanderings, we remember the slave crib. The thread of the past was so many planets, across so many cities. You have failed the proving, young Wally.
Merda.
We are the people of Misr.
Amor.
We have known flight and death. The young go on that our people shall not die. Where did our flight begin? We grew soft, Wally. So on our wandering, we remember the slave. The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. You have failed.
Puta que pariu.
We are the people of. We grew soft, Wally. So God brought on our wanderings. We remember the slave cribs where we were held. The thread of the past was carried by word until we found so many planets across so many centuries. You have failed the proving, young Wally. Return to your seat and tell your naib of your shame. We are the people of Misr. We have known flight and death.
Ai, meu Deus do
The
céu.
young, we grew soft, Wally. You have failed.
Oh, desgrama.
We are the people. We grew soft, Wally. On our wander, we remember the slave. The thread of the past was carried by word. So many planets, across so many centuries. Our people broke apart. You have failed the proving, young Wally. We are the people. We grew soft on our wandering. We remember the slave. The thread of the past was carried by word. So many planets across so many cities. A long journey, young Wally. But we are. The time of Mihna has ended.
No. Meu Deus. Mais uma, tacava o controle nessa porra dessa porta. Nossa.
The path of the Zensuni Exodus is rare and hidden knowledge. You are no Masquerade cultist. Who are you? What do you seek here? Great. I spent 3 years in the bowels of the Arakeen archives translating hundreds of Fremen texts before I even found a reference to this place. And you just wandered in? What are you doing here? Really?
O olho, cara, é igual. É o olho igual.
That security door is encoded for Fremen biometrics. How did you bypass it? Perhaps we can help each other. I'm a scholar of Fremen's social, cultural, and philosophical constructs, both past and present. They fascinate me. And I've studied the layout of this place. It's a death trap. Between the Masquerade trying to blow their way in and the structural damage left by the Sardaukar, the whole thing could come crashing down. And I have yours. The name's Ari. I serve no one. Let's say I'm something of a freebooting academic. And like you, my interests lie in discovering the true extent of the Fremen eradication. Or more to the point, discovering if that eradication even occurred. South, maybe. Arrakis is a big place. And while we like to think we're at the center of all things, in relative terms, the sphere of Imperial influence is rather small. They could be anywhere beyond the deep desert or the Tanzaruft, as it's known to the Ikhwan Bedouin. Not entirely. I'm sure the Sardaukar massacred them by the thousands. This siege bears evidence of that. But you're right. I don't believe the Imperial account. And I'm hoping the truth, or part of it, awaits us inside. If we survive. It serves the Emperor to depict the Fremen as barbarous and savage, but look at their craft. I see the work of a socially and materially advanced people. A people with the innate practicality and good sense to worship a local and very available god. That's also, conveniently, an apex megapredator. Did you encounter the Masquerade on your way here? There's some kind of cult. Worm worshippers based out of an abandoned power station far to the west. It's odd to see them this far east. But if they've found this place, they'll be coming.
Foi kit ali.
Down here, water discipline would finally be relaxed. Visitors could shed their dusty still suits and find refreshment.
Espera aqui que os frame. Sala. Essa parte. Porque até eu vi que tem mais bagaço aqui, né?
Looks like there's no other way forward. I hope you brought your cutter ray.
Ó. Pedrão. Tem um cadáver.
We'll probably find that a lot of corridors and subchambers are collapsed and impassable. Some would have been brought down by the Sardaukar to deny key areas and resources to any survivors. Others would have been brought down by the Fremen themselves, to crush the invading assault force or channel them to a kill zone. The Fremen were known to keep large nests of scorpions in order to harvest their venom for blades. That's a door I don't want to open. Strange to think these corridors once echoed with the hopes and dreams of a lost multitude. Mothers, fathers, and children beyond count. And now, only silence. A silence this rock hasn't known in 10,000 years. the dead. It's standard Sardaukar doctrine to booby-trap the bodies of their fallen enemy. I believe the siege power plant would probably be through there, and the air filtration systems beyond that. Many of these doors also led to exterior passages where the water keepers would have maintained external dew collectors and wind traps. An extensive and lossless pipe system would deliver the gathered water to various catch basins and cisterns throughout the siege. However, all water would eventually return to the main reservoir. An armory. It's probably for the best that this way is impassable.
Our first goal on Arrakis is grassland provinces. We will start with these mutated poverty grasses. When we have moisture locked in grasslands, we'll move on to start upland forests, then a few open bodies of water, small at first, and situated along lines of prevailing winds with wind-trap moisture precipitators spaced in the lines to recapture what the wind steals. We must create a true sirocco, a moist wind, but we will never get away from the necessity for wind traps. This ecological transformation of Arrakis relies upon us controlling 3% of the energy surface. Only 3% to start a self-sustaining system. Learn this lesson well. Our transformation begins in the plantations of the south and proceeds in simple steps to begin. Bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, Introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
O que ele fazer aqui? Ixi, Maria.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open. To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Apartamento, ele fala quantos minutos, né? É grande. Mutação.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open. To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Yeah.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open. To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, Introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Okay. Que função é essa? Cargou na cama. Que amarrar. Duna.
Very good. Brilliant work.
E assim é mais rápido, né? Rato, junto. Sei lá o quê. É fogos, filha.
Congratulations. You share the knowledge of a Fremen pre-adolescent.
Calma, filha, calma. Não é nada não. Já acabou. Já parou, filha, já parou.
Good work. This must be the way.
Já parou, filha. Mãe tá lá na avó, filha.
Now we come to the private living areas of the Siege proper. In a Siege community, the leader was known as the Naib, and the various Naibs were often jealous of each other and liked to measure their relative influence by the number of hearths they commanded within their Siege. Siege Talab is a smaller Siege hosting roughly 500 hearths. Siege Tabor, by comparison, the community Pardo Kynes lived within, was said to host well over 2,000.
Morreu todo mundo.
That's the Masquerade. I was hoping it would take them longer to arrive in force. We'd better hurry up and be done with our business here.
Ixi. Vem cá, então, você não? atividades subterrâneas.
This must be the Cavern of Council, the cultural and political heart of any Siege community. It's here that Siege dwellers would gather to hear a traveling crier regale the community with news from beyond. And up there, upon that great terrace extending over the room, is the reason we're here today. All Fremen end up at death, so they may return their water to the tribe. That script upon the platform reads, "The water of the tribe shall reveal the path," and I believe the path in question is related to the secret that's brought us both here. And while you are clearly no Fremen, you were able to pass their biometric locks without tampering or delay. Whatever lies beyond here, I believe your blood is the key.
Aí, pô, acho que... Alinhado? Ah. Assim, ai, me atrapalhar, meu.
Greetings, and Subakukua. If you are watching this, I am likely dead or captured. I came to Siege Talab in the same condition you find it now. Abandoned and despoiled. I must have triggered some kind of hidden alarm, because the Sardaukar were at my heels before long. They found me. I haven't long. So listen well. I was brought to this planet, like you and many others, with one overriding directive: find the Fremen. But when I finally came face to face with my quarry, I did not find the villains as described by the Communinet or the Emperor. Instead, I found a noble people being drawn into a conspiracy not of their making. A conspiracy extending from the very heart of the Imperium to the dark corridors of... I have to go. They don't know where I am right now, but I can't risk them finding what I leave for you. I wish there was more time. I have much to tell you, but your mere presence in this secret chamber indicates that the ones who sent us will not stop until they achieve their aims. I have hidden the details of my journey on a mimetic film locked within the safe on the wall. As with the security door and the death still, our blood is the key. And now, I lead the Sardaukar as far from here as I may. Ma salam.
Tricky Fremen. I believe more than half the technology in this room violates the first 11 Butlerian prescriptions. Probably more. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind. And while the Fremen are ingenious, this technology far exceeds their reach. Who are you really?
Mãe, tá lá na avó, filha.
This film is encrypted with a kind of protection I've only encountered in the restricted section at the Nemesine Library on Artesia. I believe that encryption was of Ixian origin. That's not good. We need an Ixian decoder to access whatever is on this, and I have access to the resources of a great house. Don't be concerned. I'll reach out when I have more information. If we Atreides are known for anything, it's our stiff-necked honor. Besides, as a mystery, you rank right up there with this film. Parting with people is a sadness. A place is only a place.
Pô. É, colocando ela aqui na porta. Porra.
It's the masquerade. I'm going to try to draw them off. I'll make contact when I have the film decrypted.
Infidels! The lightning worm cannot be deceived! You will pay for your desecration in blood! After them! Do not let them escape!
Identify yourself!
Enemy!
Vamos ver ali. o dinheiro que eu peguei dessa brincadeira. Ah, pistola, né? Boa, hein? Fechou. Farinha boa pra mim. Tem água ainda, amor? Tem, amor? Amor?
Sim.
Não, a água acabou? Tá.
Acabou? Não tem água
Voltou
pra
ainda
lavar a
não?
louça aqui?
Claro.
Você deu quantos tantos pra cada hoje?
Só dois.
É, ela tá tomando tudo frio. Você deixa ela tomar mais um?
Fechou. Ah, tomou, faz tempo. Do nada esse escuro.
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my ears. The basin is a pretty big... I never miss the... Let's move before...
Let's move.
Welcome back. If you're eager for work, I have just the thing. Let's see what you brought me. My sense of humor has dried...
Are you there? I've been trying to reach you for a while. I haven't managed to find an Ixian decoder for the Mnemic film anywhere. And that is unusual, given the resources I have access to. It's as if they've been deliberately removed from the face of Arrakis. I'll keep looking, but I wanted to let you know. Keep your eyes open. Maybe one of the towns has a black market trader who kept one in stock. I'll be in contact.
você quer? Não, filha. Assim não. Tá limpa. Posso, amor?
Uhum.
Atrapalhar muito aqui.
Yes, yes, yes. Que isso, filha?
Marmota.
Meleca?
Não vou mais dar nananinho pra você nem comprar, tá?
Meleca, o que você tá fazendo?
Você gosta.
Isso, falou?
Isso foi calmo mesmo. Foi por um tempinho atrás. Mas, gente, essa. Amor. Se eu vou um dia pra ela vai um dia pra mim e eu vou um dia pra ela, sabe? 3 dias de folga. Eu trabalhar 3 dias, né? Minha folga fez 26, se eles iam liberar.
Tá? Vou ver certinho o dia que é. Olha só, isso aqui abriu.
Ou dela, se for de dia de semana é melhor. Eu acho que vai ser, né? A dentista não trabalha de sábado no dia material.
Hã? Ah, o nariz tá ruim, né? Vou ver já, peraí.
Daí precisa fechar a porta. Porque sua mãe já fechou lá.
Pode fechar, amor. Peraí que eu já vou lá já. Chega, né, Carol? Você tá fazendo bagunça já. Você não tá começando bagunça o negócio? joguei.
A mamãe deixou eu pegar um.
Eu acho. Então tá bom. É pra comer. Entre na Vila Parque, procure você clandestino. Fechei. E aí, então agora?
Comigo?
Começar agora?
Agora não, mas sim.
Ah, entendi.
Precisa de ajuda ou...
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my ears. Well, the Harkonnens love... Oh, all right.
Lá.
Possesses the strength and foresight to safeguard our prosperity. Obey without question, for doubt is the path to destruction. Trust in the wisdom of House Harkonnen to guide us to glory.
That is Antaresbat!
Vujki od Prejkai Vajdo. You are not the lion, but that is his beast.
O Siga é esse?
Let's make this quick. I have a transport due any time now. Demo, Azat, and whoever you are, get out. And you. I don't know you. And that's a problem because it's my job to know everyone around here. Even the degenerate smuggler I declined to name as Mara Effendi. Of course I know that rogue. It's my job to know, and I'm good at my job. But then you come along to make me look bad in front of my superior. You were sighted fleeing the scene of a terrible crash. A prison transport, as I understand it, carrying work crews bound for Neo-Carthag. But here's the strange thing. We recovered the crew and passenger manifests. And what do you think we found? All hands were accounted for. 87 names, 87 bodies. Which brings us back to our central mystery. You. Who are you? How did you come to be on that shuttle? But most importantly, how are you known to the Fremen outlaw Zantara?
Avdo prejt kiva.
The Sadokar say he helped you. And only you.
Shpado has.
It's a shame we've not the time to dig deeper. I'm sure you would have much to share given the proper incentive. But alas, my expertise is required elsewhere. And while the Sadokar are many things, jailers, they are not. So then, you may take your secrets to the grave. We will find and kill your Fremen confederate in any event.
No slight to you, Tors. I just thought that this interrogation might benefit from my visage. Hypnoligation. This prisoner was deliberately layered with a compulsion, and my face is the trigger. Enough of this. So a mystery within a mystery. Who did this to our prisoner and why? And what does it have to do with Zantara the Lion? Bring them.
Fascinating. Your compulsion is designed to react only to the sight of my real face. This projection allows us to talk face to face, so to speak. I am Count Hazimir Fenring. I serve the Emperor as observer and confidant, and I keep his Sadokar from getting too far off the leash. You've heard the expression, the spice must flow. I am the man who ensures that it continues to do so. So, having established who I am, we turn to you. An escaped prisoner, a survivor. But every person carries their past with them. Who are you? A former citizen, perhaps. Whatever your old life, it cannot have been particularly noteworthy. What is noteworthy is this sequence of events. A crashed prison transport, an escaped prisoner rescued by the outlaws Zantara. Finally, an insidious form of compulsion that forces the subject to kill themselves rather than be subject to my presence. It's almost flattering. Do you remember who gave you this compulsion? Do you know how it came to be? That's remarkable. You survived the Bene Gesserit test for humanity. There are very few who can boast of that. And then Zantara rescues you from the wreckage of the ship. Why you? What is your association with him? Truth be told, I am less interested in the outlaw. The Sardaukar want his head, but my interests rarely align with those of the Imperial Legion. No, I am mostly interested in whoever did this to you, and whether there is a way we can help each other. Exactly. You have been a victim of nefarious circumstance, and yet it is clear that you are a singularly resourceful individual. A survivor. I can use someone like you. Someone who can survive in difficult situations. And in return, I promise you answers. For now, do nothing. Enjoy your freedom. But when you are ready, make your way to Hanevar's bar in Harko village. Find my contact. That will let her know who you are. Be discreet. The ones who did this to you are powerful and subtle. I cannot protect you from their compulsion. We've spoken long enough. I will have the guards return your weapons and put you out in the street. I will keep my agent apprised of what I learn. I leave you with this. Do not waste sorrow over the aristocracy of misfortune. You have your life to live.
I've been waiting for you. Come now, off-worlder. That was a coincidence. Noctua was just so very happy to see you. The Sardaukar let you go. Either you told them something valuable enough to buy your freedom, or you've been working for them all along. Which is it? I'm not concerned with what you think you said, off-worlder. I'm concerned about what they learned. Did anything unusual happen? This compulsion. Fenring seems unusually interested in you. I warn you, off-worlder. He's a dangerous man. He's one of the best duelists in the Imperium, but he is the Emperor's right hand. A man who works from the shadows. Whoever gave you this compulsion must not want their secrets or knowledge of your mission to fall into his hands. Do nothing, off-worlder. Carry on exactly as Fenring has asked. He's almost certainly watching you. Your best hope is to do as he bids. Meet his contact. Carry out their assignments. Pay attention. Anything Fenring asks you to do will serve a double purpose. Plans within plans. I'll do what I always do, off-worlder. Make sure you don't get killed.
Oh, look. The kitten is back. Do we have business? I like to think that Fenring has good taste in his acquisitions. But you look like a problem to me. Solve problems? That's one way to look at it. We all do the dirty work of Count Fenring. Even my father bends his thick neck when Fenring calls. Who are these smugglers you speak of? I've heard the name before, but I don't know of any organization that refers to itself as such. Smuggler is a noun, meaning someone who takes goods or people off-world illegal. Why would any organization or body involved in such activities It's preposterous, as is your ridiculous interrogative. Rule number 1, no questions. Rule number 2, no names. Rule number 3, never question my authority. Rule number 4, if you ever question my authority, see rule number 3. I don't tolerate failure as mine. Oh, not me, kitten. This is Fenring's show. He wants you to do a little wet work. Assassination. Straight from the handbook. Educational and thrilling. Oh, it's a boring old book from almost 10,000 years ago. A list of ways to kill people, and the weapons you can use under the Great Convention. Oh, his instructions were very specific, kitten. You're going to learn the how and why of the Assassin's Handbook. Ready to get to work? I have 2 names to whisper to you, kitten. The glutton and the paranoid. Which do you want to hear about? A new leader has risen amongst the slavers of the Haga Basin. We know almost nothing, except this. His appetite is voracious. The Assassin's Handbook teaches us of Chalmers, poison in the food. Take this file, find this leader, and poison his food. Your way has been prepared. Our agent Petir hides among the slavers. Find Petir, and he will tell you what he knows. If you are caught, you do not know me. You have never heard the name Fenring. Do you accept, kitten? Then go, kitten. Show them your claws. Oh, look. The kitten is back. Do we have business? I am Alara Tuek, and that's all you really need to know about me, kitten. When I was young, my father used to buy me kittens, importing them from off-world, and they died, one by one. Arak, I believe you already have a task, and it remains undone. Come back when you've finished, kitten, and we'll talk.
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my ears. The basin is a pretty big place. I never miss the chance to... Let's move.
Nossa. Controle, filha. Obrigado.
Papai, eu vou dar piscina da moeda para ela não gostar. Mas também a moeda para pegado.
Vem a moeda.
Eu estou pensando.
O que vai fazer com essas moedas?
Papai, se abre.
O que você vai fazer com essas moedas?
Eu vou dar a piscina
Tá aberto.
para as meninas.
Meu Deus, vai perder as moedas, viu? Perde não. Muito dinheiro. Urururururu. Urururururu. Ururu. Moeda.
Eu perdi.
Foi uma pancada de coisa. joguei, né? As habilidades. Educação.